Good afternoon, everybody. It's been a while since I've been on. We just got back from Orlando a few weeks ago. Hopefully I'll be able to get some more videos now that the weather's nice here in Georgia. Spring's finally kicking in and we got some nice warm weather. Did some detailing today as usual in the nice weather, something I love to do. A quick little walk around. Love that hood. And the front end is just so aggressive. It's awesome. The only issue that I've had with this car, and I've looked on forums and it seems like everybody has this issue, or not everybody, but a lot of them, with the push button start. There's times where when you go to start, it won't start until you do it again, then they'll start. I think I've only had it one time where I actually had to hit it 3 times to get it to start. I haven't looked to see if there's any type of recall on that, but from what I've read, it looks like that's a known issue with this car. So, but anyway, it hasn't like stranded me anywhere or anything. The transmission, yes, it's not a manual 6-speed, it's an auto 10-speed, but it is crazy compared to the 8-speed in the Z06. I mean, the 8-speed in the Z06 was fast, but when you were doing manual control, it's not near as quick. The 8-speed in the Z06 that I had, it was a 2016. It was a fast automatic, but the only reason I even have an auto is because I've got an issue with my left leg. I've got pins in that hip and a lot of arthritis, and it's not possible for me to do a manual all the time. It would be very, very annoying. So I do like paddle shifting. I mean, all the Corvettes I've had from C6 generation through C7 generation, which was 5 different Corvettes, I always drove them in manual shift. I never drove them in automatic. But you could definitely tell a difference between the C7 and the C6. I mean, it was like night and day difference. Just how much more just responsiveness it was. But this 10-speed in this Camaro is the best I've drove so far as a straight up automatic. The shifts are very quick. The Z06, it seemed like the shifts were quicker the more throttle you was on. So the higher RPMs you were going, the faster. I mean, it was difficult in low gears to be able to shift efficiently because it would redline so quick. This one though, it's like lightning. Like you hit it, it shifts. I can't wait to get a C8. I'm kind of torn on what to do there. I've kind of entertained not keeping this Camaro too long, but at the same time, I really do like the car. You know, it's one of those things where if I keep, which we're talking years away before I get a C8, because I know that I knew I would not want a base model C8, because the very first Corvette I ever got, it was like as soon as I got that Corvette, they came out with the Z06, you know, and they had more power. Of course, at that time in the C6, you could only get it in manual, so I was kind of limited. So then I went and spent crazy money, well, to me, crazy money. At that time, my car was a 2010 Grand Sport, and I went and had a Magnuson TVS, you know, 2300 supercharger put on it. Just all kinds. It was about $20-something thousand in the end when I was done with everything. At the time, that was a lot of money. I mean, that's still a lot of money now. But that's where but then I went into the C7, And I did the same thing I did when I was in a C6. I bought a base model C7 and then had it 1 year, and they came out with the Z06, and then GM actually offered it in automatic. So I, was like, wow, what do I supercharge the base model, or go ahead and just get something that's totally factory and not have to worry about, reliability? And not to say, these engines, LS at the time, LS, LT, these engines are, I won't say totally bulletproof, but they're pretty freaking good. I mean, you have to really put a lot of power into them to mess them up. From all my experience with them, and I'm by no means a mechanic, I'm not, but just being a driver and daily driving on stuff, because pretty much all my Corvettes I have daily driven. But anyway, so I went into the C7 Z06, and with that car, it was an awesome car, no doubt about it. But then they came out with the ZR1. But my thing is there was already talk of the C8 coming out, and so it was like, do you really spend the extra money to get the ZR1, or you just wait? And so I waited. Of course, COVID happened, so C8s are like freaking near impossible to find unless you want to pay over sticker, and I don't care. I just don't want to pay over sticker. I never have paid over sticker. If I have to wait longer to get it, that's fine. To me, you're just throwing away money now. And I do get the appeal that there's a lot of people out there that want it first, and everything else, and especially for YouTube creators. If I was big into YouTube, yes, I would do the same thing. I mean, I would try to get one as quick as possible, because everybody's going to be watching your views and seeing how the car is and everything else. But I don't know, I've got 65 subscribers. So, it's not like I'm a huge YouTube channel or anything. I would love to have a large following on YouTube, but it's just, I don't get to track the cars a lot. I do have a regular job, obviously, that consumes most of my time. So I just do YouTube more for fun, on the side, just to, do editing and stuff like that. It's fun. But anyway, going into the C8, the Z06 is going to be coming out. I mean, we know it's coming out. I haven't heard. I know that the Corvette Museum bash is right now, but I haven't really looked the last couple days to see if anything has been said. But I don't foresee them releasing the information then. I think they're probably going to release that information possibly in July, like they did for the first C8. But we'll see. But even when they do release the Z06, they're already talking about the power. You can look on YouTube, internet, there's tons of stuff, speculation, obviously nobody knows for sure, but they're saying it's going to be an NA engine. Some people thought it was going to be twin turbo, but then we also know that they're already planning an E-Ray version, which we knew that was coming because GM wants to switch everything to electric, so we knew that was happening. But and then you got the next one would be the ZR1, which has in the past been the top dog, but now they're saying they'll have a Zora. The thing with the Zora, I mean, I don't know. I may wait and do a ZR1 because I've never had a ZR1. I mean, I've always had a Z06, and I know the ZR1 is going to be more expensive, but just to go into that tier and try something a little different. So I might do that. Obviously, the Zora, I'm figuring that's going to be a really limited number car. It's probably going to be really pricey. If you're talking something that's going to be twin turbo, rear wheel drive, plus have an electric engine front. Hey, look, there's Wendy, my wife. She's home. But I mean, if you're talking something that's that expensive. Hello. I'm gonna pull in the garage. All right. Anyway, I had to move the vehicle in the garage so she could park behind me. That's another thing I wish is I had a bigger garage, but it's nice to have a garage. That's what I can say. But anyway, I don't want to be ranting too long, but I think the ZR1 is going to be really awesome. Price wise, I don't know. I mean, the previous ones were C7 ZR1s were like 120s to, you know, plus. So there's no telling how much the C8 ZR1 is going to be. I think that's kind of where I'm going to have to be, is I'm going to have to look and see how much the Z06 comes out at. Obviously the C8 base model, the Stingray, you know, it was priced really awesome, but like I said, everybody's asking for over sticker. Most dealerships are right now. So that doesn't really do the common man very much good. A lot of people are buying them. The ones that could get them below or for MSRP are flipping them. But anyway, we'll see whenever the Z06 is released, how much it is. I mean, heck, this ZL1 1LE Camaro was over 70 grand. I mean, which, like I said, it is a awesome vehicle, but you know, it's not a Corvette. But you know, it's got things that a Corvette doesn't have. I mean, if you got really small people, you can fit them in the back seat, which I don't think I've ever even used this back seat. I think me and Wendy actually tried to fit into it. I think I made a video on that. I can't remember, but that was very rough, trying to squeeze into the back seat. But anyway, you know, thank you for everybody that's that took time to watch the video. And I hope you guys all have a great day.